Ladies and gentlemen, finally, we have the completed Legend Kevin Durant build. Now, I've seen a lot of videos recently on YouTube, Kevin Durant build, and none of them are even close. They don't even really look like Kevin Durant. I put so much time into grinding this build, perfecting not only the way he looks, but as close to a Kevin Durant build as possible. I grinded this build out in like 3 days, so please drop a like on the video for me, man. Let's try to get 15,000 likes on this video. I would really appreciate it. Now, it's a little bit longer video than usual, but please stick with me. It is so worth it. Now, Kevin Durant is one of the hardest builds to recreate with the new player builder system because height completely kills your player. And as we know, Kevin Durant is not only really tall, but he has really long arms. So to get the KD look like I did, I had to sacrifice a few things. But in my opinion, this is as close to a Kevin Durant build as you will ever see, especially because I'm Legend. Now let's get right into exactly what the build is, okay? Now check this out. 3-level score, Kevin Durant, 99.9 overall. I went with sharp takeover. Now, quickly, you could make the argument for KD, sharp shot, or even slasher at times. I went with sharp because I just feel like KD will just rise up over you and shoot from 35 feet out, 40 feet out, just rise up over you and hit dagger 3. So I went with the sharp takeover. Now, as you can see, honestly, the attributes are really well rounded for a 6'9 max wingspan player in this game. 80 driving dunk, 77 three-pointer. Obviously, the three-pointer should be higher if it was really KD. We're talking probably mid to upper 80s, possibly low 90s for Kevin Durant, but 77 three-pointer with Hall of Fame shooting badges, you can shoot from anywhere, green everything, plus you got sharp takeover. It is what it is. Now, this is the one dilemma I had, the ball handling. Now, to make a 6'9 player with Hall of Fame shooting badges, max wingspan, you're not going to be able to speed boost. But I was thinking if I could at least get 70 ball control, I could get pro dribble moves. What I decided was I'd rather have KD actually look like KD. And you're going to see the dribble moves that I use, even though they're not the pro animations, I'm still out there ISOing on this build, especially if you're running twos in the park. There's so much space. You're just fine. And they have to play tight on you because you have the shooting. So as you can see, tons and tons of badges. Lots of finishing badges, 25 finishing badges. Throw them wherever you want. I mean, you could run teardropper, consistent on Hall of Fame. Maybe you'd rather, I don't know, you could throw on cross key scorer. I know some people really like cross key scorer for like little fading mids and stuff like that. As long as you got the important ones on, you're going to be just fine. He's going to be dunking really well. Now, 80 driving dunk, you get park dunks. You don't get contact dunks, okay? But the animations you get for dunking, and you're going to see in these gameplays, he does finish around the rim really well. And for Kevin Durant, I mean, we all know KD could throw down on people, but for the most part, I mean, he's shooting pull-up jumpers, tough fadeaways, stuff like that. And then when they really play tight, you know, he'll drive in and throw it down. So for the most part, in my opinion, like I said, the most accurate representation of KD possible, especially because we're Legend. Now, with the low ball handling, having gold unpluckable, gold ankle breaker, gold space creator, all these types of badges will really help, as you'll see. So even with, you know, not the best dribble moves equipped, you can still create your own shot, very much like Kevin Durant. Last but not least, defensive badges. We get 13 defensive badges. I'm playing in the paint right now because we're going to be on the twos. I'm going to be running the big. So I have pogo stick on goal. But, you know, if you're playing perimeter, maybe crank up that interceptor. It's really your choice, as I always say. But since we're playing in the paint, you already know we got to have pogo stick on because, you know, center's going to be down there going up in the paint. We got to be able to jump. But listen, Kevin Durant build, we got 3 videos in one for you today. I got OKC KD, I got Golden State KD, and I got Brooklyn Nets KD. So drop a like, please. Let's try to get 15,000 likes. This build took so much time to grind out in the past couple days. So please drop a like and let's jump right into this gameplay. So first up, we got Oklahoma City Kevin Durant because, well, he didn't technically start his career in Oklahoma City. He started it for the Seattle Supersonics. But since they didn't have that jersey, I decided we'll just jump right into Oklahoma City. Technically, it's the same franchise, despite the fact that they changed cities. So, Oklahoma City Thunder, Kevin Durant to kick off this video. Now, I know some naysayers in the comments, you know, all these build videos, there's always naysayers saying, you know, oh, how can it be KD with only 64 ball handling? As I said, you guys have to realize, height and wingspan kill attributes in this game. For me to still get close to an 80 three-pointer, 80 driving dunk, and still be able to, you know, get gold quick first step and gold ankle breaker, gold spacer. It's as close as I'm gonna get. I mean, I've seen people using playmaking glass cleaners for Kevin Durant. I've seen people using like tall playmaking shot creators for Kevin Durant, but they just don't play like, they don't really play like KD, man. This 3-level score, 6'9" max wingspan, to me, is as close as you're gonna get. You're gonna see in this video, like, look at, I'm isoing. Granted, it's the twos, but look at behind the back. I didn't mean to pull up right there, but it still went in. But it's the two, so there's a lot of space. Of course, it's much easier to ISO on the twos than it is to, say, you know, in 5v5 Pro-Am when there's all these help defenders. But listen, it's a park build, and we're out here cooking on the park. As you can see, he still moves fast. He still attacks the basket like crazy. He greens jump shots like nothing. It's as close to KD as you're gonna get. With only 64 ball handling, you can still see, look at, like, snatch, step back, pull up. So yes, I thought about making playmaking, shooting KD build and really trying to see if I could get that 70 ball control to get the pro dribble moves. But let's be honest, how often does KD actually like really like start to cook and, you know, cross team, behind the back, step back, cross tween? Like, he's not that type of player. He's just a certified bucket getter, a straight assassin. It doesn't have to look flashy. He can create his own shot. He can shoot over you. He can drive to the basket and dunk. And I feel like that's what this build does. Look at behind the back. Like, you have the necessary dribble animations you need to be able to score. Now, I'm not telling you go out there 5v5 comp pro and running the point on this build. Absolutely not. But as an off-ball build, looking to score, looking to play park twos, it's a tough build to stop. I mean, they have to play tight. And you can still look at blow-by animation, hop step, kick out. You can still create your shot, absolutely. Now, as you can see, OKC KD game 1, 22-0. We dropped 19 points on 8 and 9 shooting. We missed 1-3, but it's all good. We got the W. Moving on to game number 2, Golden State Warriors KD, the second stop of his career. Now, let's talk about the season going on. Well, I should say not going on as we speak, but the current NBA season obviously has been put on hold because of the coronavirus going around and whatnot. By the way, hope everyone's safe. Hope your loved ones and everyone is, you know, safe, enjoying some time together, and, you know, gonna make it through healthy, financially stable, all that type of stuff. I wish everyone out there the best. Appreciate all your well wishes coming my way over on Instagram and Twitter and everything. But back to what I was talking about, the NBA season put on hold obviously due to coronavirus. What's interesting, there's so many scenarios whether the season's going to be resumed or not, or, you know, it's just going to be completely canceled. Hopefully, praying that it comes back. Obviously, we all want to see what's going to happen. But what's interesting is with it being pushed back, you know, they've talked about it possibly going all the way into August. That would give KD more time to recover from the Achilles. And right now, the Nets are in playoff position. They're in the 7th seed right now. If KD's healthy and he comes back, and if Kyrie's healthy and he comes back, like, that's a nightmare matchup for all the teams at the top of the Eastern Conference. Like, you go into the first round thinking, all right, we're, you know, it's first round, we're the 1 seed or we're the 2 seed. We're going to have not an easy matchup. It's still an NBA playoff team, but you're thinking we're going to have an easier matchup. And the next thing you know, you're looking eye to eye with KD and Kyrie in round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Like, that's a nightmare matchup. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't know if KD would even come back. I think he might want to have a full training camp and come back to a full season. But I mean, hey, you look at it, you know, it's pretty wide open. He might be thinking, hey, I'm healthy. Maybe Kyrie heals up and Kyrie's healthy, and let's have a run at it. Let's have a go. Now, also something that plays a big factor into that is the fact that they ruled Kyrie out for the rest of the season because he had the shoulder surgery, but they didn't give a more specific timetable. At least I haven't heard of a more specific timetable. So I don't know if, you know, within, you know, 2-3 months, he would be able to come back and be ready to go. Because if Kyrie's not healthy and then KD's coming off the Achilles, I don't think KD would even think about coming back to play in the playoffs unless Kyrie was ready to go. If Kyrie's still out with the shoulder, I think KD would say, you know what, let's just scrap this season. And when, you know, we'll come back next season healthy, full team, full training camp, ready to go, ready to give it a run at the title. Now, talking about KD's potential return for whether it's this season if they resume it and it's pushed back, or potentially next season, do y'all think KD's coming back and going to be the same KD? Now listen, Achilles ruptures are very, very serious. They've ended many, many careers. A lot of players have come back and not been the same. The only player I can really think of off the top of my head that ruptured his Achilles, came back and was still basically the same player, was still athletic, was still moving the way he used to move, was Dominique Wilkins. Outside of that, I mean, Kobe ruptured his. He came back. He had some moments, obviously, like the 60-point game that, you know, ended his career and stuff like that. But I feel like Kobe was never really the same. He wasn't moving the same. He wasn't the same explosive player. He wasn't as efficient. It was, you know, everything seemed to be a step slow, half a step slow for him all of a sudden. And for most players that have ruptured their Achilles, that was the case. They came back and they just weren't quite the same. As I said, Dominique Wilkins was really the only one I could think of off the top of my head that I could say ruptured his Achilles, came back, and was basically the same player he was before he ruptured it. Now, obviously, you know, medicine and sports science and all that stuff has improved, and rehab has improved. And the thing KD really has going for him is the fact that KD's game isn't dependent upon his athleticism or anything like that. Like, you know, the fact that he's, what is he, 6'10", 6'11", long arms, can shoot over the top of anybody, like, that's going to be really beneficial to him, even if he's, you know, not quite as quick as he was before the Achilles tear. So it's going to be interesting to see how KD comes back. Speaking of KD's return, as you see Golden State Warriors KD dropping 22 points. Game number 3, final gameplay of this video. We have Brooklyn Nets Kevin Durant to finish this thing off. If you made it all the way to gameplay number 3 of this video, make sure you comment down below that you stuck around to the end. I really appreciate you. Also, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all drop a like on the video for me. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're super close to 500,000 subs. I got tons and tons of legend player videos, duo videos, and trio videos for you guys coming soon, so we could keep talking NBA past, present, and future. Now, last but not least, let me just revert back to this build and explain what exactly makes it like Kevin Durant one more time. 6'9", max wingspan, Hall of Fame shooting badges. Would have been nice to have 70 ball control, but just really was not possible to get the exact kind of look, body structure, body shape of KD, but also have the finishing, shooting ability of KD. As you can see, I mean, still handles the ball really well, split in the double team with a behind the back. You can still create your shot just like KD, rise up and shoot over people. With that 80 driving dunk, you get dunk packages, like reverse dunk packages, that a lot of, you know, playmaking and shooting builds do not get. You also get a lot of NBA player dunk packages like Ben Simmons, Zach LaVine, some of the better ones for sure. See, like a reverse dunk package right there. If I would have went with the playmaking and shooting pie chart, I'm not unlocking that dunk package. The dunk rating just is not high enough. Now listen, it's not a perfect build. Obviously KD's ball handling would be higher, his three-pointer, his dunking would be higher, everything would be higher if we could actually make Kevin Durant. You see almost get a hop step contact dunk right there, by the way. He just missed the dunk. I don't even know how that's possible, but I was going crazy. If I put that down, I would have lost my mind. But listen, it's not possible to create actually Kevin Durant, but in my opinion, this is the closest you're going to get. I've watched tons of YouTube videos over the past 2 or 3 months about Kevin Durant builds, and none of them, 1, play like KD, 2, look like KD. This has both. Is the play style, has the look, the skinny body structure, tall, long arms, all that type of stuff really makes it feel and look and perform like Kevin Durant, man. Like I said, please drop a like on the video. This video took so long to make. I don't know why, but I wanted to get this video out so fast, so I grinded this build out in just a couple days. Really put my all into it, so just dropping a like would really help me out. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed. Drop a like, sub if you're new. I'm out. Peace.